We now return to Let's Play BattleTech. We're in the middle
I hear ya.
of some action. And you can't jump any better than you can sprint, so there's no point in doing that. I can't even actually shoot through this. So we'll just turn around. And attempt to fire on that. If I could precise strike it, that'd be pretty awesome. Shoot it in the head, but we're going to save that for the dragon and make some kind of attempt at getting another heavy mech. It currently does have very bad evasion, which, for me, I would really like to see it go down. But man, this is making me nervous even getting out of here. Poking my head out allows me to actually shoot it. Coming here allows me to maybe knock it down with LRMs. I'm putting myself at pretty good risk here, though. We are in cover. Try and knock that down. There we go. So, he's down. If I can run in there, make a headshot, we can maybe get ourselves a dragon. I have very high doubts this is going to be possible. Especially since we cannot aim very well at its head. But, may as well give it a shot. I wish those turrets would actually do something for me. It's going to back off and protect its side, which will be exposed to the turrets. So the turrets might get a kill here. Or it's going to expose its back to me, either way. Okay, that's another chance. And a better angle. Pilot incapacitated. Oh. But the mech is intact. Does that mean I'm going to get a dragon here? Okay, new plan. Everybody run for that command center. We've got 8 turns to get there. That panther ain't no thing. It's the hunchback that I'm worried about. In fact, I could maybe use my hunchback to take it out. Have a showdown here. Okay, Glitch, you gotta go. Actually need to be using Medusa and his incredible evasion to make that go. I guess we'll expose you. You can turn around if you want. Okay, 100 damage there. That's something we got to get the hell out of. Unfortunately, I can't just hop down the hill, so that's... Hunchback is going to have to sit behind, I think. We cannot get him going. He's going to have to... He's going to have to play around here. We'll aim for that panther, though, and see what we can do. On the side. What about you? You're better at this here, but man, you don't have a lot to do. We'll precise strike this since we don't have to worry about that dragon anymore. May as well aim for the torso.
Acknowledge.
Got a little bit of something out of it. Can she even do anything? She can. She can just keep LRMing. Just don't want to be greedy here. Because if we're greedy, we're going to get exposed. Oh, that's the completely open one, too. If I maybe... Yeah, but LRMs aren't going to do it. LRMs won't be enough to do it.
Target confirmed.
So there's no point in doing a precise shot into that.
Yep.
He gets very high evasion, but he doesn't get to move very fast because of the mech. If we were on that road, we'd be going a lot faster. LRMs, so now we're actually out of ammo. We need to be tearing off more from this, I think. So this is a situation where I'm going to have to put more on him then.
Acknowledged.
Because that 15 eats through it a lot more. I'm okay with it though. Surely that turret is in range. There we go. That'd be great if we could get that. I wouldn't mind another hunchback, to be honest.
And that drop ship is
Would
getting
you?
close.
We got 7
I'd
rounds.
recommend that you prioritize targeting the control center, Commander.
All we gotta do is... Okay, he's leaving anyway.
Waiting on you, Commander. Time to fly.
She's actually not very mobile. Not as mobile as I would like.
Standing by.
I guess we're gonna have you do a fight here.
Coordinates received.
My armor is nil on that torso.
Standing by.
Maybe she should move. She's not really... I don't really want to pull her out and expose her, but she might be a little bit more mobile. This might be a real risk, but as long as she's facing that way, the arm... This is where all my armor is at.
Aye, aye.
Can you sprint? A little bit. It's better than you would otherwise be doing.
Roger.
Probably gonna need the 2 of them to take it down. How much health does this have? Of course it won't let me click on the fucking thing. Because why would it, right? I still think it's pretty lame that the turrets won't be... You can't turn the turrets around to fire on that. Because, like, is that not an enemy structure? Ah, you clever bastard. Fucking give me a move. He targeted the center, didn't he? I have no idea. I cannot click on it. That is fucking stupid, first of all.
Sprinting.
See, there, 100. Grief.
Receiving.
Okay. Highly exposed. Can't really... So maybe we'll just play around with him. Because I feel like maybe... But I can't see him is the thing. Oh. come up here and punch him. Fuck it, let's just do it.
Heading out.
Made him unsteady.
Commander.
I could actually sit here and fire at it.
Confirmed.
What do you need? Confirm.
Do I not even have... I do have LRMs. I'm gonna have to use them on this. Shame, because we could really use that. There you go. Now I've got a chance to shoot him in the head and get myself a second hunchback. Before we go doing that,
Yes, Commander.
I want to come over to, say... Now I wish I had a precise strike, but I can still aim for him because he's down.
All weapons are go.
Pilot injured.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Maybe getting here and then I can jump up there. I'd better be able to jump up there.
Got it. Back speed, no shooting.
Yes, Commander.
I mean, should I just not even try? Should I just make an attempt?
Target acquired.
Yeah.
That's a kill.
One less thing I have to worry about.
Waiting for orders.
Get her in prime range for most of my stuff.
Taking the high road. Got it.
Are you freaking serious?
Ready for orders.
You are fucking kidding me.
Location confirmed. Locked on.
Mission accomplished. Well done, Commander. Ms. Meyer, are you inbound? Roger that, Lady Arano. I'm marking an LZ on your screen, Commander. Proceed to the designated coordinates for evac. Oh, we might not be done.
Let's do this.
You're gonna have to walk, which sucks because you're gonna have to walk a lot. Can I just walk down here? How about?
Copy that.
Lifting off.
my way.
So yeah, the AI didn't seem to give a damn about those turrets. It didn't turn around and try and shoot them. It didn't do anything. I feel like there's one more out here, otherwise the game would just be like, okay, you're done.
Got it.
On my way.
Copy that. On the move.
Sound smart. Cooling.
That's done it. All communication between the spaceport and the Directorate's reinforcement fleet just went down. Ground control, this is the Coronac. We've lost you. Nav support is offline. Where are the damn tugs? Alarms are screaming. Without ground support, their dropships won't be able to make planetfall. They'll be torn to pieces if they try. Congratulations. Panzer is as good as ours. And we have you to thank for it. They couldn't give her... I mean, they've given her a name. They couldn't give her a portrait. Long live House Decimus, and long live the Arano Restoration.
Mission.
I'm excited to see what I get out of this. Aside from the million C-Bucks, I'm hoping that dragon. And maybe we'll put the Wolverine back in storage. Contract payment increased by 50%. Excellent. A little bit of an injury there. Unfortunate. Okay. Well, we're definitely taking the dragon. And I could finish off this panther. I kind of want more hunchback. We'll just finish off thing I've got so that I can get it out of there, and then I have something for money if I need to trade it later. Nothing otherwise, although we've got a medium laser, a much better medium laser actually. Heat sinks. No special jump jets. Alright, you've sold me. We're going to do that. We're going to go back in there for a medium laser with +1 accuracy and 25% crit. We'll put that on somebody. So what else did I get? I got part of the trebuchet. Okay, that's good. Now I'm closer to having a trebuchet. And a bunch of SRMs that I don't necessarily need. Did I agree to half and half on that, or was that a default thing? I don't think I got to negotiate this. Anytime. House Decimus restored. Anomaly in the Rimward frontier. We've done it, Lone Wolf. Thanks to your efforts, the Restoration Army has broken the Directorate's hold on Panzer. Lord Pierre Louis Decimus has already pledged his house and his systems to my service. The Restoration is growing, just as we hoped it would. And with his support, you gain territory, soldiers, and a bolstered supply chain. Not a bad deal for you, Lady Arano. Or for House Decimus, the Directorate took a scorched earth approach to Panzer's farmland. Without our ongoing support, the people here would starve. I'm not my uncle, Darius. The Restoration gives as much as it takes. It's commendable, Lady Arano, but it may not be sustainable. I'm fully aware that war has a price, and I expect that price to escalate, but for now I can afford to help these people, and so I will, and to hell with the cost. It's a victory, to be sure, but we're still a long way from Coromadir, and Director Espinoza has only just begun to marshal his forces. Things are going to get a lot more difficult as we push forward, towards Smithen. The Directorate's military capabilities appear to be way out of line with our initial estimates. Somehow they've gained access to weapons and BattleMechs that are totally foreign to the Origan Reach. Where do you think all this hardware is coming from? We don't know. House Espinoza has always had contacts in the inner sphere. Lady Victoria's personal BattleMech is a prototype model that's almost impossible to find outside the Draconis Combine. But this radical new military buildup is something else entirely. Wherever these weapons are coming from, it's a recent development, and a troubling one. Hey, Lord Madeira, I'm sorry to interrupt. There's something here that you may want to see. Actually, you all may want to see this. I found something strange on the Argo's nav computer. I'm going to need some clarification on that, Doc. Well, I appear to have stumbled upon an encrypted data archive. Somebody hid it away in the Argo's secondary storage drive. That's just my best guess, mind you. Star League-era encryption software isn't really my area of expertise. My father spent years trying to figure out how to get the Argos back to Aurigan space in one piece. He was obsessed with this ship. He felt that it was important somehow, and now this. I want that archive open, Dr. Murad. I need to know what's inside. With all due respect, Lady Arano, whatever's on that drive was sealed away for a reason. I've heard enough stories about lost tech treasure hunting to know that it's a bad idea, so why don't we just leave well enough alone? But then we can get a hatchet man! I mean, obviously, that doesn't happen for a while in the timeline, but that's how you find hatchet men, Samire. Because this archive could contain something of value. That's actually not true. I think Hatchet Man was developed by Davian straight out of nothing. There is something, though. In the novels, early on, they do find a cache of lost tech, and it leads to the development of new mechs, just in time for the clans. Anyway, because this archive could contain something of value, and because, as I previously mentioned, I have a personal connection with this ship, I believe this discovery is meant to lead us somewhere, and I intend to follow it. It's a Star League-era data archive. Of course we should try and open it. Damn right we should. You don't just leave money on the table. Anyone could tell you that. Thankfully, we can follow this lead and pursue our campaign against the Directorate at the same time. The liberation of House Corrosis on Smithen is already the Restoration's next objective. And Lord Simon Corrosis, was High Lord Tamati's chief technologist. Securing the help we need will cost us nothing that we weren't already planning to pay. Perhaps this is all just a coincidence, Ms. Meyer, but I cannot help seeing the hand of fate at work here. Mastiff taught me to pay attention to my intuition, and that is what I intend to do. That's not at all what that says. Tell me more about Lord Corrosis. He's a hard man who doesn't suffer fools gladly. That said, he's also quite brilliant and noble with the mind of a scholar. His adult children, Otto and Lena, were much the same. Difficult at times, to be sure, but fierce allies to House Arano. And why do you think he'll be able to open our archive? Because he knows lost tech better than anyone in the Reach. In the days of my father's reign, whenever scraps of forgotten technology were discovered in the Reach, they'd be taken to Smithon for cataloging and study. If there are answers to be found, we'll find them with him. I'm surprised Comstar hasn't come down like a fucking hammer on that planet. That's the plan, then. After we liberate Smithon, we'll have an audience with Lord Corrosis. Yes, and shortly thereafter we will see if my father's intuition about the Argo is justified. As before, I will contact you when we're ready to move on to Smithon. For now, I'll take my leave of you. I have nobles to placate and an army to rally, and you have your own contracts to pursue, I'm sure. Yes, we will need money now for all the shit that I'm doing. We're keeping busy just as you asked. You all heard her. We've got some time before the next leg of the Restoration's offensive, and our client wants us to make the most of it. Time is money, so let's get back to work. I want to see... Lady Arano's people scoured the spaceport and found a jackpot, Commander. Decommissioned Griffins. Lots of them. They'll never get at them working with the repair facilities they've got, but between my team and the Argo's mech bay, I think we might. You can find them in the shop here on Panzer.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Yes, the Dragon is a beefy machine that can take serious beatings, but tends to be a bit light on weaponry. It moves fast for a heavy mech, though, which makes it well suited to close for melee attacks against slower targets. Now it's a melee mech. Let's go look. Fortunately, I've got a room for it. Yeah, AC5. Lots of AC5 ammo. Not so sure that's necessary. It does have more room for another ballistics, though, so maybe I can get rid of an ammo and lower its LRM for something. Definitely need to go back to the quick draw, and because of that, maybe get rid of heat sink. It seemed to be doing all right on heat, actually. I think we could probably afford to get rid of a heat sink and then drop in another ammo, although we're still going to have to come up with half a ton of armor somewhere. But I like it. I like it a lot better than it was, that's for damn sure. And we're going to need to do a lot of repairing and a lot of help there. Unfortunately, we could not get another hunchback, but this thing is proving itself to be part of the team. This is definitely I mean, my god, especially against the lights. But it tears off armor on non-lights, and its own armor is actually abysmal. I probably stripped some armor away from it. How could I have done that, though? I didn't add anything. We'll get rid of a couple heat sinks, because I feel that's excessive. And we'll put on some jump jets so we can actually maneuver the damn thing. And I don't know. Actually, let's go take a look at the store here. You said there's a bunch of griffins in there. Are they complete griffins? No, of course not. Why would they be? Unlimited, though, so we can just build griffins. I've already got one. Change out a 5-er for a plus with +5 damage. It's not bad. I'm looking at the wrong number. The number is up above. I've been missing out on some things there. Shit, I could swap out for a ++. Alright, well, some fun stuff in there. We might have to start selling some of these hangers-on that I've got here. Definitely the locusts. There's absolutely no reason for me to be hanging on to 5 locusts. I mean, I'm not ever going to use them. And if I was ever going to have a light mech for a scout, we'd swap out the spider for the panther, just because of the armament. I mean, shit, maybe even just the Jenner. Jenner seems to be a fast mover for sure. Okay, cool. Well, anyway. We got monies again. That's good. Let's not go overboard on spending, because it's going to be a while probably before we can afford to do more. I'm actually kind of okay with what we've got here. I'm fine with that. I mean, really, aside from increasing morale, what's this do? Travel to time to and from jump points reduced. Helpful. And we don't really need that. But to get this, we're going to need power conduits and structural repair anyhow, so we'll have to do that, and then maybe go for the drive system, which actually would help, I feel. Especially in the in-between times. Speaking of in-between times, do we have any contracts here? Several. Which we can use for monies, and in particular, maybe even salvage? I don't know. This one, I feel like now kind of we're at the point where I don't want to be getting easy salvage. So in this situation, we're probably only facing a couple mediums and probably a lot of lights. So let's just do this one for money, and then maybe this one will be worth some scrap. So we can maybe try to get some more mediums. I would love to get another hunchback. Another hunchback in the same configuration, ideally, because I think the one we just went up against isn't too impressive, but who knows. Anyway, I'm going to end this one here, and I will see you next time.